are you guys feeling so far, okay? Cool. Because as we've done the setup and introduced you to who is Regenesis, what we want to do now is we want to talk about how to with Regenesis. And with this, as you think about it, into all of the techniques, all of the tones, we shared with you that the 4 different illusions were supported by education, right? Chris ended the first segment with the support that Regenesis is about really supporting you, no matter what color brand, no matter what styling brand. It is the foundational support that allows you to have beautiful hair, right? However, it's the support with education. Because we can know what we do, we can have the same client forever and start doing the same thing every 3, every 6, every 12 weeks, right? And agree or disagree, but one of the biggest things in hair color world, and again, I'm not a hater of it, make your dough, but the most quick of a fix is a single process and a Band-Aid foil on the part line, right? A few foils. I want something new, highlights here on the front, right? I think I pull my hair up, highlights in the back, right? Does this look natural? Yeah, if you can with your face in the sand. So, you think about this. It's not, again, I'm not a hater, make your dough, but there is a method. What we're going to do is we're going to take you into a little bit of the inspiration of the bold look, which is Robin, the blonde. I want to show you some of the interior shadows. And you can see that into Natalia here, what we've done, we started out, she was a band of brothers. She really was. If we take a look at what she started with, and I love her, she already knows my temperament because she knows I'm not a hater, but maybe. But anyway, I hated her blonde. So here, what she had is she had a really dark level. And as we look, she had that dark shadowing that was happening throughout the interior. She also had highlights that were running. It was a high and low. So we know as we're flipping a canvas, once you have low lighting in the hair, that becomes some of your biggest nightmare. Yeah? She had around a level 10, 12, right, on her ends. Don't know really which one it was, but it was an old single. What we've done though is we wanted to work in pure and pastel. We lifted the hair, we cleaned it off, and as we look at the next slide, we lifted it to a nice clean blonde from the different zones. So in a clean white, what happens? We went through and we did a tonal squash into a demi-permanent, and it was more about a level 10, more of a blue-violet that would create a beige, right? Perfect neutral. In the pastels, taking the shadows, I'm going to just spin you a little bit, darling. You can see throughout the sides that as we open the hair up, we went back in and created in 3 tiers. 3 tiers we went through into a deep gray, into a pale, right? Which is also going to allow you to have interior shadow, exterior light to support your strength. Through the middle light, thinking again in fashion forward, what we've done, we work then into a soft titanium gray, into a more of a pale pink, into the palest pink. Yeah? Pink and pastels and pures, they're totally around and they're not going anywhere, right? But I do think that you can have rainbow bright and that's cool, or you can have maybe an edit to it, because I think it's not just for one marketplace and it's not for one particular age group. So here, working into the fringe as well, what I'm going to do now is take the deeper shade where it's a combination of a deep gray around a level 7, as well as I'm incorporating pink into the tone. I'm going to start to actually get set and show you the shadows of where they exist, like the bold look, and then we'll get to have her go process a little bit and see her wrapped up before the end of the show. How's that sound? Cool? Good.
And before I get started actually on Andrea, I just want to say that drying her hair to actually give the hair this silkiness and this amount of kind of like natural volume on the inside of the hair. And the hair feels very soft and silky, it is soft and silky. But it has like, I know now that it has some support in it because I use my fast absorbing foam. And what I want to do is I want to pass this around so you can all feel what this feels like, because we know that anyone that has fine hair doesn't want their hair to feel sticky and tacky. They just don't. They want to get some volume in their hair, but they don't want that kind of sticky feeling. Especially, I mean, here in the humidity is crazy. You walk outside and immediately, if there's anything in your hair, you can feel it, can't you? So I'm going to pass this around. And if you don't mind passing it backwards and forwards through, have a little pump, rub it into your hands and feel there's nothing in there that actually will give fine and textured hair that feeling of weight or heaviness, but it really does help replenish the hair. It really helps kind of give the hair a felt feeling, something that will actually kind of help that client without making them feel like they're weighted down, you know? So that's one of my favorites, I have to say. And then on this side, I'm going to pass around the micro-targeting spray. I'm going to prime that up for you. And again, the same thing. This is all designed for fine and thinning hair. Have a feel of that. And then you know, with your hand on your heart, that whenever you kind of suggest this for your clients, you know they're not going to come back going, I didn't like that product, it made my hair feel sticky. It's not designed for that. It's helped to rebuild the hair. It's helped to replenish the hair. All the ingredients are amazing, natural ingredients that really do work. And you know, for us to kind of like join a company and start working with them, we really have to believe in them. We really have to. You know, and when we say that we have these products and we use these products daily, we do. Anyone that wants to come out and check our lashes, that was the first one that got us when we started with Revitalash. Because you know, you kind of read something, you're like, yeah, is that going to work? Oh my gosh, crazy. It really is crazy. And that same technology is in the hair products. So think about it. Your eyelashes, your eyebrows, and your hair, it's all hair. So, you know, what's amazing to me is that now as hairdressers, we're able to kind of utilize that technology and really kind of help our clients a lot. Now with Andrea, we have a before picture as well, if you can pull that one up please. And as you can see, you know, we had more length there. You can see kind of like a little bit of the fineness through the sides and everything. And for me, for finer hair, I love short textured hair, whether it's for a guy or a girl. I really do, because I feel like it's just as versatile as if you got a longer length. Because you can style it in so many different ways, and it's so quick and easy. The thing that she loves about having short hair is the ease in the morning. You know, it takes a couple of minutes and it's done. So, you know, any of you ladies that got short hair out there, you know how quick and easy it is. For us guys, we've always known it. And the same kind of feeling as with John's model, we've gone in and shadowed, pre-lightened base, very gently lifted the hair up to a very soft cream. Not white, but a soft cream. And then from the temple, which is usually the finest area, all the way through to just below the crown, back round to the opposite temple, we've deepened down using a deeper grey blue. So we have this darkness underneath. And then, because it's an actual, you know, toner, it's a stain, right? It doesn't need any developer in there. We're not adding any more developer to pre-lightened hair. What I then did is dilute it down a couple of levels. So at the base of the top, we have a diluted version. So on the root area, we have a diluted version of what we have through the sides and the back. And then diluted down more. So on the ends of the hair, we have a much softer version of what is underneath and at the roots. So darker, medium, and then lighter. And what that instantly gives you is a feeling of depth. It gives you a feeling of dimension. Now I'm just going to work some pomade through her hair, and the pomade will actually just give the hair a little bit of grip. And as I'm doing that, you'll see that we can kind of play with the feeling of the darker and the light together, and it would give that look of thickness. So this is something I always show my clients, is really kind of working whatever your product of choice is for a pomade, or I prefer pomades to gels, because I think on finer hair, you know, it really works better. Rub it into the hair to begin with, you know, and just kind of like make the hair kind of follow and stand up a little bit. And then show them how to start placing the hair in a direction. So you can either kind of have it all going in one direction, it can move in opposite directions, or you can kind of play with texture. And what I'm going to do here is just kind of like start taking a diagonal and pulling it across itself, so that we have this almost crisscross feeling without taking a zigzag. You know, we're just going to work through, so we're exposing some of that root area and actually showing some of the depth inside and letting some of the light pop up. So we have the texture and we have some lift. And immediately what you're getting there, you're getting this expansion of a wider look on the areas that are usually thinner. Everything else is cut away nice and close underneath. And therefore, immediately you get this optical illusion that the hair has a thicker look. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it, when you think about it? You know, you're taking the hair that's usually thicker, you're taking it closer, and the hair that's finer, you make it look thicker. which is the part that people want to look bigger.